Hello, welcome back. Mojo de Puerto Rico. You heard me. Mojo. And this mojo tend to be a garlic dip. This one I designed myself, though it's a Puerto Rican mojo. I apply certain design to enhance the flavor. This one is not just garlic, it has other things and I apply a little cooking method. Have other things like thyme, fresh oregano, cilantro, uh, green and red bell pepper, among other things. And I show you how to cook it, how to apply the technique, how to add a little bit of vinegar here, a little bit of butter there, and take it to that level. And how far the level is going to be taken, it depends on you. Now, this is perfect for tostones, but for me, I like it with mofongo because I don't like my mofongo dry. So when I apply this stuff, it gets so delicious, so moist. So, go nowhere. Let's have some fun. Subscribe. Let's create. So before you start preparing this mojo, you have to have certain things at hand. The thing about mojo is that you can use it for a lot of things, especially mofongo. And if you want to do one for mofongo, you have to apply, some originality to give it a flavor because you don't want it dry. You can use it for tostones, you can use it for whatever. But here's some ingredients that you might want to have handy. I have 2 cups of olive oil. You can use any type of oil. I went with extra virgin olive oil. You can use canola, you can use vegetable, whatever. A lot of people don't do this, but I'm going to have some vinegar handy. Salt, sea salt in my case, ground black pepper, that's for taste. I'm going to have, on the ready, I'm going to have, little pieces of red bell pepper. I chopped them. I did the same with the green red pepper. I have some onions, cilantro, fresh oregano, which I'm going to chop further, and thyme, which for the aromatics and taste, which I'm going to peel. How much you need, it depends on the amount you're going to prepare. I might not be using all this, by the way. And of course, you need some garlic. Some people mince it. I chop it this one. I actually use some salt to make it the chop, easier. You can use a pilon. You can mince them. It doesn't matter. What it matters is that you cannot burn them when you're cooking them. And of course, I have a lemon. And for a personal touch and some sort of trick, I'm going to use some butter too on this. So I'm going to start by having the heat at high heat. You're not going to cook this at high heat, but what I'm doing is creating the temperature already, raising the temperature, the what I call the Q in engineering, the heat. So when I start adding the stuff, I don't have to start slowly from scratch. So I have the heat. I'm going to put 2 cups of oil. I probably should have done 3, but I'm going to go with 2. Then I'm going to add a couple of vinegar caps. Just a couple. This is just for a little kick of a taste. And while at it, let me get this lemon ready. Because I'm going to use it later. I'm not going to use it now. So you let it heat. Add the garlic. Turn the heat down now. Go to the way to low. Like low, the lowest you can go. Because you don't want the stuff burned. And the stuff is already smelling good. Put it in low. Move it for a little bit. Then what you're going to do, let's say this is what? 3/4 teaspoon maybe? Or tablespoon? 3/4 maybe a tablespoon. Gonna toss some butter. Adding that as flavors, but the garlic is the star. Ooh, it smells so good. And then you let it cook. I think I'm going to let it cook somewhere between 15-20 minutes because I'm using an electrical stove. Some people might take a lot longer if you're using gas. Because of the, the parameters and stuff, plus the kind of thing. But I'm going to give it a try with 15-20 minutes. The idea is that you want this kind of, I don't know how to describe it, kind of cook, but you don't want it burn. It's going to take kind of a golden, brownish, greenish color. So let's add a little bit of salt to it. I'm using some sea salt and some pepper. Stir it. Continue let it cook. So it's been 20 minutes at low heat. They're not quite ready. And frankly, I like them to be a little bit raw for my own personal flavor. But people traditionally like it to have it that greenish, brownish color. But it's been 20 minutes, so what I'm going to do now, because I have about 2.5 cups of oil, and I want to use some of this for mofongo and things like that. I'm going to add some of the other ingredients. But I'm not going to add them all because I don't want the oil to suck into it because it beat the purpose of the mojo. If it's not mojo, if it's not wet, it's not good. So I'm going to put a little bit of cilantro. This is about a tablespoon. I'm going to put about a tablespoon of the red pepper. About a tablespoon of the green ones. About it's about a teaspoon of the oregano fresh. And I'm going to put about a tablespoon of the onions. See, I'm not overwhelming the thing with these ingredients because I don't want them to be to take away from the thing. I'm going to add a little bit more oregano. About a little bit more, just a tiny bit more of the peppers. Just a little bit more. So let's make it a tablespoon and a half of each, with the exception of the oregano and the cilantro, which is about a teaspoon. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to let it at very low heat. I'm actually going to do this too. I'm going to add lemon, natural lemon juice to get a spice, taste. So what I'm trying to do here, if I have, let's say, 2.5 cups of the liquid, and try not to reach more. I try to keep it like less than a cup of the solids. Because you want to have enough of the liquid, which is the oil, vinegar, and lemon juice. And in this case, some butter too. But, So I'm going to let it cook for about, I said 10 minutes from the moment I stop to make it a total 30 minutes. So it's 7 minutes left now because I had the timer. And if you feel you need a little bit of salt, you add it, you know. And let it cook. Let's have another 10 minutes. And make sure you add some of the thyme too for the aromatics. And this, I just took it out this leaf. This is about, I don't know, just a little bit, about half a teaspoon. So I had it for like 12 more minutes. That's a total 32 minutes. Now what I'm going to do, for like 2 to 3 minutes, I'm going to turn the heat to medium and let it run for 2 to 3 minutes. Stirring, making sure the garlic doesn't get burned. And that what this does is it kind of neutralize that strong lemon taste, so everything mix a little bit better together. But you have to move it so nothing gets burned. Remember, 3 minutes max. I said 2 to 3 minutes at medium, and then you're going to be done. So I did it for 3 minutes. This is done. Once again, it might take you longer depending on the heat, the pot, or whatever. Now what you do is you put it aside, let it, cool down close to room temperature before you put it aside. So I let it cool down for a bit, and now we're going to transfer it. Look how beautiful, huh? Going to transfer into a plastic container. And you can use this for tostones and plantains and whatever. You know what I'm going to probably use it for? Mofongo. Why not, huh? Oh yeah. This is perfect.